on, guys? It's Walrus. How are the kids? How are the women? How are the children? Today's video, we're going to be doing the top 15 Call of Duty maps of all time, in my opinion. Call of Duty 4 through Ghosts, including DLC. We're not going to be doing Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, just Call of Duty 4 through Ghosts, DLC, and everything, and here we go. It was very hard to choose a top 15. I was originally going to do a top 10, and that was too hard, so I had to do a top 15. I'm also going to have about 20 honorable mentions, so keep that in mind. You know, this is a pretty ridiculous list here. I'm going to get my papers. Okay, so for honorable mentions, so let me grab my Call of Duty 4 paper. We got Chinatown, Shipment, Broadcast, Countdown, COD 5, Airfield, Asylum, Hangar, Courtyard, Subpens, MW2, Afghan, Carnival, Estate, Favela, Quarry, Rundown, Rust, Salvage, Black Ops 1, Cracked, Hanoi, Jungle, Modern Warfare 3, nothing. I couldn't stand the maps in that game. And then Black Ops 2 is Hijacked, Slums, and Raid. Now I'm going to let you know right now, I have no Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, or Ghost maps in this list. Because honestly, when you compare the past games to the current games, the maps were trash. Now Black Ops 2 had some good maps, but still, the best maps on Black Ops 2 to me weren't as good as the best maps on Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 2, World at War, COD 4, etc. So, top 15. Now, for the top 15, I'm going to be showing you guys some, like a picture of every map that I mentioned here. So, number 15, Nuketown. This map was one of the first maps that was like super colorful. Actually, no, Modern Warfare 2 Carnival was like really the first super colorful map. But Nuketown was like super colorful. It was not short, but it was small, close quarters. I mean, you guys played Nuketown. Nuketown 2025, by the way, garbage compared to the original Nuketown. Firing range, same thing. I've gotten 2 100 kill games on firing range on Black Ops 1. One of the best maps, one of the best small maps ever. I probably might have it a little too low on this list, but I'm pretty happy with the way the list looks right now. Number 13, Crash. Without doubt, one of the best maps of all time. And by the way, another honorable mention, Bog. I didn't mention Bog from COD 4, great map. But Crash, very, very good map. One of the most loved maps in the history of Call of Duty. One of the most original maps. Like, you think COD 4, overgrown, vacant, Crash is what you think. 12, Showdown. This map I always thought was really cool, how it was like a big square. It reminded me of kind of like a wrestling ring, like the way, like it was just like a big square, and it was like a showdown. It was like, it was pretty much the map that you would want to do 1v1s on, unless you were doing like on Shipment. I mean, Shipment was obviously the 1v1 map for COD 4, but Showdown was one of the best maps in terms of just like, you can shoot upstairs, shoot downstairs. It was just a good map. Vacant. Now, I love Vacant. Now, this does include, Vacant and Crash do both include Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4, as both maps played beautifully in both games. I mean, the remakes they do these days on the current games play terrible on the games. Like, the remakes of the maps play terrible on the current games, but in Modern Warfare 2, the remakes were beautiful. Overgrown, Vacant, Crash. And they weren't really remakes, they were the same map, which I like more, personally. Next, Macon. I liked Macon Day and Macon Night. It really had a World War II feel. I like the night version myself more than the day version, but I'm including them both at number 11. Or number 10, excuse me. Number 9, Dome. Now, this is the Dome from World at War, not the Dome from Modern Warfare 3. Dome was a great map, one of the best small maps. I'd put it in the top 3 if we're talking firing range, Nuketown, Dome, the other Dome, Rust, Shipment. I mean, you take all these maps, I think Dome is definitely from World at War the top 3. Upheaval. Now, this is a map from World at War that people didn't really talk about too much, and it was a personal favorite of mine. A lot of people, it was pretty much just a house, or not a house, just a map with a bunch of houses on it, and broken down, beat up World War II houses that got bombed. I really love this map. I think this is one of the greatest maps ever. And nobody really liked World at War as much as like people like me that were diehards. I loved World at War, and Upheaval was one of my favorite maps. Always voted it. Standoff, number 7. This is the only map from Black Ops 2 I have on here. Now, Standoff was a great map. It was very balanced. It had a house on both sides, a house on one side, farm on the other, or tractor on the other, and it was just a really good balanced map. One thing Black Ops 2 did bring was balanced maps, and that was one of the best aspects of Black Ops 2. Number 6, Trailer Park. This was a beautiful map. Not beautiful, it was just a bunch of trailers, but I mean, the way the map played, it was so smooth. All of these maps I'm mentioning have something that current Call of Duties don't have really, which is flow. The game has flow, the maps flow, and but it plays good. The current maps, the current maps don't have flow to them like the maps did back then. Number 5, High Rise. Of course, everybody loved the spawn snipe on High Rise. I got one triple once. I got one triple in a public match. I've gotten triples in pirate matches with friends, but I got one triple in a public match. Unfortunately, that was like 4 years ago, so I wasn't recording. But a great map. The kill streaks were pretty much garbage on this map, but you could get in there with the chopper gunner and destroy if you really wanted to, and it was just a really, really fun map. A definite classic. Number 4, Terminal. Another great map. Another map where the kill streaks were not great. You could do some work with the AC-130 and chopper gunner if you got them to the A spawn, I believe, the one in the back next to the airplane where you could like shoot through the wall and get them at their spawn. That spawn you could really do some damage with Predator missiles, AC-130s, chopper gunners, etc. Good map. Number 3, the top 3 really are in no order. But I put them in order, but I mean, I could pretty much go with any. I could play any one of these all day. Number 3, Summit. Summit was an absolute, like, beautiful, like, it was a snow map, so it looked good. And the map was, everything in the map is placed perfectly to make the game flow, which is once again another thing I'm talking about that current games don't do these days. It has good flow. Map has good flow, great flow. Number 2, Stadium. This map to me is the best map ever made in terms of objective play, because you had the A on one side, the C on the other, ways to get to A and C with choke points, and which was made beautifully, and B was so hard to get to in the middle. And to me, that's what made B so great on that map. That's what made Domination so great, I mean, because the B was so hard to fight for, and if you got B, you would defend it for your life, and you absolutely felt like a beast getting B because of how hard it was at times, depending on how competitive the lobby was, obviously. So number 1, drum roll please. Alright, here we go. Number 1 is, are you ready? Scrapyard. Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion, is the best map in Call of Duty. When I think Modern Warfare 2, I think Scrapyard. And I almost wish I would have put Skid Row on this map too, because I really like Skid Row. I don't know if I had Skid Row on my honorable mentions, but either way, it was a good map, great map. And Scrapyard is, they remade it for Ghosts, and same with Favela, I don't think it's very good. I mean, they added an underground element to Scrapyard, which is something the original game never had. And Twitter. And I'm not really sure that I like the Scrapyard that I saw in Ghost, just from what I've watched. I actually haven't played it, but to me the underground element would completely ruin the map, because it was all about bobbing and weaving out of the broken airplane pieces, and that's what made the map so great. You could spawn trap with kill streaks, you could snipe if you wanted to, you could run around with shotguns, run around with SMGs, run around with assault rifles. You could do whatever you want in this map. And to me, this map is a definition of what Call of Duty should be. I mean, they even made this map a paintball map for Call of Duty XP. So anyway, guys, those are all my maps. Those are my favorite maps. This video ran out a little longer than I wanted it to, but I got to do this video eventually. I always wanted to do this video, then it got suggested to me, so I was like, I might as well do it and get it over with. So anyway, guys, that's my top 15: Nuketown Firing Range, Crash, Showdown Vacant, Macon Day/Night, Dome, Upheaval, Standoff, Trailer Park, High Rise, Terminal, Summit, Stadium, Scrapyard. If you like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any other top lists you want me to do, like guns, favorite games of all time, which I'm going to do games, Anything else, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later.